how Allah he made nations. Anyone knows how Allah made nations? Who knows? If I show you what Muhammad said about how Allah created ethnic groups, you will die laughing. What about we read what Muhammad he said about the black people and the white people? Shall we? Let us go and read. By the way, we have a topic, so we did not start it, but it's okay. All roads lead to Rome, right? So let us open the hadith where Muhammad spoke about how Allah created ethnic groups, nations. This is your faithful prophet explaining how Allah created nations. Let us put it in the screen so people can read. People can laugh. And maybe they will be disgusted too. Not only they can read. How Allah created the white people and the black people. Read with me and see the disgusting, filthy, false prophet. Remember, the verse he gave us says, indeed we created you. Indeed. Allah Messenger, he said. Allah created Adam. When he had to create him, he struck his right shoulder and there emitted from it white offspring, as if they were white ants. He struck his left shoulder, and there emitted from it black offspring, as if they were charcoal, which means very black. Then he said, to those that are emitted from the right shoulder, you go to paradise, and I don't mind. And then he said, to those who are emitted from the left shoulder, which means the black, you go to hell, and I don't mind. This is the God who created nations. This is how he created us. We are created from the shoulder of Adam. What happened to his penis? I never thought ever that Adam was using his hand in sex. All my life I thought that Adam and Eve, they were enjoying their sexual life as man and women. He was using his penis. But never struck my mind for a second that Adam, he gave orgasm, or his first orgasm, from his shoulder. I don't know what Eve she was doing to his shoulder, to the point he come from that point. You know what I'm saying. But Allah knows best. And what is more disgusting, that the filthy God, he claimed that he created the white people from the right shoulder, and the word right in religion mean they are right. The right coming from the right. So according to the filthy Muhammad, the white people are the right and the black people are the wrong. They are created to be wrong, and the white, they are created to be right, as you see. And that's why he say, and then he said to the one from the right shoulder, which means the white, you go to heaven, I don't mind. And he said to the one who they are created from the left shoulder, you go to hell, and I don't mind. So when this Abdul, he gave us a verse from the Quran, and he asked us to read it. Are you asking us to laugh at your God, or to laugh at you? This is a God who created us. He knew how we are created. And by the way, as long Adam, he used his shoulder to have orgasm, I advise women not to sit next to any man in the car or the bus or anywhere or in the train, because you never know. His shoulder is where is everything happening. So, oh mankind, we have created you from in a form of a male and female, made you into nations. Now we learn how nations is created, and now we learn how Adam have orgasm. It was from his shoulder. That you may know one another. Verily, most honorable of you to Allah is that who believe. Here you will see another stupid poo-poo in the Quran. Who is the most honorable to Allah? Is those who believe. But this is not really what the Quran is saying. Read carefully. In different verse. Or in different hadith. Muhammad, he said, if you don't commit sin, Allah will destroy you. Allah will destroy you. And he would replace you with people who would commit sin and then seek forgiveness. So one verse saying that the most honorable people to Allah is those who they are believers. And believers, what do you mean they believe? Believe not to commit sin. They believe not to kill, not to steal. However, this is not Islam, by the way. Islam is the opposite. In Islam, to be a believer, you have to kill. You have to kidnap the daughter of the neighbor if she is a blondie. As Muhammad said to the Muslims at that time, attack the Roman, get the blondie girls. A person who is not a Muslim, his money is not protected. So it is halal. There's a video, you know, in YouTube, many of them. They say to you, there's a guy, I forgot his name, you know, in England. He says, if you see a Christian person, atheist person in the street, take him, and sell him like a cow in the market. You know, why? Because those are not protected by Allah. So the Quran speaks something. Muhammad explained that thing. And the second Muhammad, he opened his mouth. The second we notice that the Quran is the book of poo-poo. How in the world we have a God is asking you to be a believer, obey Allah. And then the Muslim, they claim obeying Allah mean not to commit sin. And we have to have halal fun, like mut'ah, which is not sin. Like you rent a woman for 3 days. So we commit halal fun, and we are obeying Allah. And then, because we did not commit sin, Allah will destroy us and he will send people better than us. Why they are better? Because they commit sin. Do you see how stupid this book? In one hand, he says to you, you have to obey Allah, and they claim that Islam saying forbidden sin, you should not drink. So, you know, the Muslim, they don't drink wine, but they drink camel urine. It's not sin to drink camel urine in Islam. It's blessing. I mean, this is a religion, they drink piss and they spit wine. That is telling you the whole story. It's not sin to have sex with a child. It's not sin to steal, as long as the money is not protected by Allah. It's not sin to curse. It's not sin to lie. Even Muhammad, he says the man is allowed to lie in 3 cases, to his wife, to his friends, to his enemies. Who is left? There's anyone left?